After visiting the visa centre to hand in my visa application, we decide to cycle from Bank to Soho for a food crawl. After cycling for about 10 minutes, we decide that we need to take a break, and conveniently we see the alley on the way to Soho. However, we get there too early because it's supposed to open at 12:30, so we end up having to wait here for the next 15-20 minutes, waiting for our bubble tea as we had just returned our bikes to a nearby docking station. I always go for the basic milk tea or the brown sugar, so I thought I'd try something new today and go for the passion fruit green tea. We arrive at Punsik, which sells Korean street food and is most well known for their Korean style hot dogs. We only ordered one corn dog to try as we were heading towards Chinatown for our main meal. What is Corona, please? I don't know whether it was from all the cycling or the stress from cycling in London, but my friend was feeling feeble and wanted to take a PCR test, just to be on the safe side. Apparently, the nearest available testing slot was near Hyde Park, so we decided again to cycle there from Chinatown to Hyde Park, which was supposed to take 26 minutes and leave us with enough time to get to the testing centre. And this was when everything started to go wrong.
Yours wasn't even making a sound as well. You okay? Yep. The struggles. I don't know. Right, ready?
So by this point we had to actually get off our bikes because if we continued we would have probably got run over by all these cars racing by and it being busier than we had expected. So by the time we thought we got there, we realised that we were in the wrong part of Hyde Park. I don't know what happened, but it said it would take another 40 minutes to walk to our booked test centre, so we had to book a place that would be closer to where we lived.
I could have a burger in like 20 minutes. Get out. Oh, there's only two. She wanted four. Oh no, there are four. Four. Yeah, one for each person. Doesn't want to touch you.
My granny legs clearly weren't ready for the 13k steps. Anyway, what a day, full of food. This week I booked a couple of places for my mum's birthday to treat her with a bit of Japanese food and a musical as well. Due to COVID, The Lion King was cancelled a few days before, but because I had paid a deposit of I think it was £80 per person, we were still going to head out. When I was looking at the reviews, people seemed to have recommended the fish and chips from the omakase set, and when it arrived, I couldn't believe it was fish and chips. Can you see the thin paper? That's supposed to be chips. Bruh, who are you gonna feed with that? We then headed towards the National Gallery as my mum likes paintings, which I had booked in advance because of COVID restrictions. Not gonna lie, I hadn't actually been to the National Gallery in a very long time as art A-level put me off, but I surprised myself because I actually enjoyed being there for a good hour or two when everyone else was finished. And here we are again, back at Punchik for another round of corn dogs with my family. We then went to Chinatown immediately after for some green tea, ice cream and some dessert. Deja vu much? As soon as we got home, we all pretty much passed out as we had eaten and walked so much that day. As part of my mum's birthday celebration part 2, I thought I'll visit the Harrods afternoon tea for her birthday. As the tea rooms were on the 4th floor, you have to walk past all the high-end designer brands that you can't afford to buy. Hi! Yeah, I can't afford any of this, just window shopping whilst I sanitize my hands. And swiftly walking past. And to start off with, they give you an amuse-bouche. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but it literally translates as amuses the mouth, and in simple terms, the appetizer.
Some custard on top, some saffron shallots, and a brioche to accompany.
Basically translating to, here's a slice of bread with a bit of tomato sauce and some cheese. So pasta sauce. I would say for the price, the sandwich selection was very average. And I'd much prefer the patisserie selection, mainly because of the variety in flavour and it wasn't too overpowering as the savoury section was. Another downside was that it took forever to get their attention because apparently this is somewhere everyone goes on their birthday, so the service was pretty slow. So overall, once in a lifetime experience, but I don't think I'll go back again as it was not worth the price. Yet again, we have to get an Uber back home because we were exhausted from the day of shopping and eating as well.